Hello friends, this is Borbala Banto CPA from Concierge CPAs, and this is our Friday update on May 8, 2020. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all the women out there who are moms, stepmoms, grandmas, or they're just mentoring women. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're going to be able to relax and enjoy your day and you get a lot of flowers and a lot of gifts. And also happy belated Mother's Day to all our friends and clients from Europe who celebrated this a week ago. If you know anything about me, you know that I found myself living in the US about 22 years ago, 2 weeks after finishing law school. So I had the privilege of growing up in Europe and getting to know a lot of great women over there and also in the US, so both sides of the ocean. And also, if you know anything about me, you know that I talk a lot about the privilege of getting to know a lot of women in my job. The last 10 years since I started Concierge CPAs, I became, I can say, friends with a lot of great women who are doing some incredible things. Just a couple of things that come to my mind. Women who went back to school while serving their families and raising kids, and a lot of times living like even separate cities from their families just, you know, to finish their, for example, medical school. Also, women who tried to have kids and finally either they adopted or they were able to have kids after so much struggle. Women who found out that they have cancer on their way to our office, and so we just, you know, sit on the couch and you know, hugged each other and basically cried together. Women who are raising their grandkids because of certain circumstances. Women who left six-figure jobs to start their own businesses from nothing. And so all kinds of courageous situations where women show just courage and you know, perseverance and just a lot of love and love and care for their families and their immediate surroundings. And also, I have the privilege of knowing so many women who themselves do not have biological kids, but they are so active in their communities as far as mentoring other kids through some programs or just even at their work, mentoring younger associates. So to all of you, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your day, and hope you're going to be, you know, a little refreshed and relaxed by Monday. So coming back to the taxes and what's going on with the finances, we do not have a lot of updates. The SBA is still pausing applications and does not accept applications for the EIDL loan, so their website is closed. On the other side, a good number of our clients have been approved and funded for the PPP, the Paycheck Protection Loans. So the 8 weeks period has started for them, and now we are racing towards the finish line to be able to spend this money accordingly and based on the guidance. So there is a lot of work that we do and Zoom calls with clients every day to be able to, you know, to measure what they can spend this on, how much is rent, how much are utilities, how much are payroll. And unfortunately, there is just little guidance, not too much guidance from the banks and from the SBA. So we're hoping to get more guidance before the 8 weeks runs out for most of our clients who are getting funded right now. A lot of organizations have sent in requests to the SBA to extend this aid period for businesses whose business was actually shut down and they could not even operate, and they have a hard time spending the money. Unfortunately, until now, nothing happened. So we don't know if they're going to extend it or not. So for now, we are just, you know, going by the 8 weeks after the business is being funded. There's going to be a lot of work in preparing the invoices and the documentation to make this PPP forgiven at the end of the 8 weeks. So if you're in that situation, Watch out from day one. Let your CPA know, let your advisors know, and calculate how much you're spending. There's a cap of $100,000 divided by 52. That's the payroll cap that you can pay anybody for 1 week worth of payroll. So watch out for that. We had a good number of clients where we had to disregard some of the payroll because it was over to this limit. There's a question about being able to give bonuses or not to employees. A lot of guidance that I've heard is especially people who are coming back and they are taking a risk to come back to work. Why would they not get a bonus if it's appropriate? So we think that it's going to be acceptable to pay bonuses with this money. But also the utilities, make sure that they are under the name of the business and not just, you know, my cell phone is under my personal name and then I'm paying it from this. I really believe that they're going to look at invoices with utilities listed under the name of the business, which are obviously if you have water, sewer, gas, electric, internet, phones. Now there's a couple of types of businesses where transportation is on the list that they can use. I'm not sure about that. That's a very special situation. But you know, payroll and utilities, 25% maximum for utilities, but you can use the whole thing for payroll. That's not limited. You can use the whole 100% for payroll. So that's about the PPP. Cabbage.com still accepting applications. Last week, a couple of clients of ours filed with them and they have been accepted already. I don't know about individual banks. Overall, there is a new wave of the stimulus related acts for maximizing any payroll related benefit that companies can give to their employees, retention credits and a family leave type of credits. So if you're in that situation that either you were shut down, your business was shut down by law, or your gross income decreased more than 50% to a comparable last year quarter, you can use these retention credits. There are actually very immediate help. The government basically pays half of your employees' wages. That's some immediate help and does not go through the SBA or nothing. It's just with the IRS and their forms for that. It's we've been a couple of webinars where we learned that the calculations are pretty complicated, but if you remotely are interested in that and you know that you might fall into those, just make sure that you reach out to your CPA, you know, to learn about those and use those. Overall, in Ohio, we are going to see a good number of type of businesses being reopened and retail and restaurants being reopened in the next few weeks. So I'm thinking that most of the states are experiencing this. So most people businesses want to go back to what's going to be the new normal. We are hearing a lot of things about the new normal being different and a lot of new things coming out of this situation, like new laws being put through the system that, you know, in a normal time would have required years to pass and to go through, and now it's just immediately you know, they're available. So make sure that you do a little mastermind how this new situation can apply to your specific business, what new income revenues you can come up with. Last week I mentioned that some of my clients, they came up with new revenue lines, and I just heard this week that they're successfully advertising these and people are signing up. So make sure that you figure out what is that new thing that you can use in your business. If it's like meeting more clients through Zoom and more people being more comfortable with Zoom, or something like that, or, you know, what is that actions? What are those actions that you can implement in your business that makes you more efficient, deliver a service or a product cheaper, or adding new services or products? So that's about it for today. Again, I wish you a happy Mother's Day weekend, and hopefully you can enjoy the good weather and get out a little bit, and talk to you next Friday. Bye-bye.